Hello Carrowcrory Journal fans, please join me for this after Ophelia storm report of the Carrowcrory Labyrinths. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon, the sun's actually popping in and out. It's a little bit nippy in the air, but now I'm going to go into the labyrinths and see if anything's changed. Well, the first thing I notice is the wind didn't bring all the leaves down. There's still plenty of green leaves here with the willows. The structure is looking perfectly good. With most winds here, I tend to find there's a few of the willows do come down. A little bit straggly over here, but that's nothing. It's easy to trim back, tie back, weave back. But it's looking good so far. Well, that's the entrance. A log that got moved around, but that's nothing much. A nice pattern of coloured leaves, of willow leaves down on the floor. The fire pit collecting up leaves. And so is the water font, the water balloon stone. It's certainly bare compared to what a lot of people have seen when they come here. So the winter tree labyrinth, the naked tree labyrinth is starting up. Mainly what I see is changing colours and some nakedness, certainly no damage. The copper beech here is strangely going uncopperish, as if it's changing from copper to brown to green. Looking beautiful. And the 3 red crab apples there left for the fairies, they're still hanging. I could barely pull them, so I doubt whether the wind can. Only the fairies can pull these little crab apples. White poplar leaves on the ground. I'm going to collect some of these later. They're beautiful for decorations. I absolutely love the silver colour of these to go with the browns. Good to see birches are okay. They're sometimes amongst the weakest, because this February I hope to start tapping for the birch syrup. I'm going to start tapping some of the birches here. It's a bit squelchy here. This is generally a very squelchy, damp spot. It's not as bad as it often is. Well, that's the first half of this one walked, and there's nothing wrong at all. It's looking beautifully autumnal. Typical end of October. Aha, I have found one victim. And it turns out to be a birch, one of the ones I was hoping to start tapping this February. But the tree has split in half there. Unfortunate. I think it will still live, but obviously not very serious. And the daisy has popped up. Even the fennel stayed firm. Alas, this year I didn't get to see the red oak go into its beautiful red like other autumns. It just started going towards the red, and look, the leaves are blown off. The leaves just stayed brown this year. I think when I put this video together, I'll dig out a picture of what this is like in its red leaves that we missed this year. If you can see, there's a bit of an idea of the red that they go, though I'm looking through my naked eye at this being red, looking through the camera, they look green. Intriguing. This is the sort of colour the red oak normally goes to, but not this year. The Louisiana sage, loving it, absolutely loving this weather. It grows faster and better than the regular local sage. I'll be harvesting some of that for drying very shortly. The Cecil oak going very autumny, actually a bit later than it usually does. Interesting, the red one dropped its leaves quickly. This one is holding on as if we're going to have a mild winter. Triple spiral labyrinth looking just fine. Not really anything to damage here. The sun is low, so it's not shining on this labyrinth right now. And the raspberry canes are standing quite well. They didn't get blown over. That kind of high hedge of trees would have protected here because the wind was the other side of these. But these trees have stood firm. The herb labyrinth is looking fine too. There's a few things that could have got damaged here, but they haven't. I was expecting this wormwood to snap for one, but it's still standing strong, both of the plants. And my driveway has no fallen trees, which is a blessing. It's a real nuisance when there are fallen trees and I can't drive out. And looking good in that direction. So that's the after Ophelia Labyrinth walk. It's clouding over heavy over there. The sun is in and out. You've got a lovely shadow there, the Morna Corcuan, Mori Gronya, Morrigan, whatever you call her. And the sun shines sweetly over the tree labyrinth. I would love to be working in this just now, but I've got other obligations. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow morning. Perhaps it will see me then. It's lovely to have this reflective time right now to make sure everything is okay. And it doesn't really need me to be okay. It looks after itself. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to visit us at Carrowcrory Cottage and Labyrinth Gardens, please visit carrowcrorycottage.com first. For more videos, please subscribe below. Until the next Carrowcrory Journal video, happy dreams.